Who can hear me? Can somebody hear me? Just doing a sound check. Who can hear this? Say yes. If you can't hear me, that's gonna be a problem. All right. Somebody said they wanted ASMR. I'm sorry to do this, but we're gonna have to. I just made this coffee. It's nice and hot. So good. So freaking good. It's nice to be back. Oh, let's go over here. Hey, welcome, welcome. It's good to be back. It's been a while. It's been a little while. Last time we did a live stream, it was live coding, and you all got to live code while I watched. We actually built stuff. It was pretty cool. Thanks for showing up, everybody. Let's see. Do I recognize? I see a lot of new people here. New people. All right. Welcome, welcome, new people. I got a little different kind of setup today. So I've got me over here. I've got chat over here. So you can all see that, but you can probably already see the chat. This way it's kind of saved with the video. And this is gonna be where we're gonna have our little chat with ChatGPT. I'm saying chat too much. And also, I'm gonna try this. Not sure how this is gonna work, but I did paste a little URL. You know what, I'm gonna actually write this in here so we know what the rules are. YouTube is telling me now's a good time to insert an ad. No, not doing that. All right. This is a URL for an unlisted video. Go here if you want to request a ChatGPT with GPT-4 prompt? No. If you want to prompt, hey, English is not my first language. I have to figure this stuff out, okay? If you want to prompt a ChatGPT or GPT-4 with something, but keep it clean. All right. I know sometimes we want to do crazy stuff, but I'm going to ask you to keep it clean. And also, we're going to have to figure out what we're doing here because we won't be able to run everything. First of all, there's a limit. I bought ChatGPT Plus just for this. There is a limit of like, let's see, I have to switch to GPT-4 and they say 50 messages. You gotta be kidding me. It was 100 this morning, now it's 50. So we're gonna have to be picky about that, and that's why I have this system. So you're gonna go to this URL here. Go here and add a comment. The most upvoted comments get asked. I hope this will work. I don't know. Oh, it's not letting me put such a large comment here. All right, sorry about this. All right, I'm gonna shorten this. Go to this, go here and add a comment. The most upvoted comment gets asked, gets prompted to GPT-4. Okay, and I'm gonna pin this comment. So go over there, leave your comment, see what you want to ask from ChatGPT-4, and then everybody else can vote on it. See? Alfie gets it. Ask it for its knowledge cutoff. Knowledge cutoff. What do you mean by that? Knowledge cutoff. Am I out of focus? No. All right. You can edit your comments too, by the way, I think. Yeah, you should be able to. So what I want is a format for the prompt. All right. Basically, post in the prompt the way you want it to be asked to ChatGPT directly, because all I want to do is copy and paste it in. That's the idea here. Wrong link. Oh, come on. Sorry about that. That is the wrong link. Jeez. And I can't edit my message. Wow. This thing is fun. Okay, fixing. Is that the right link this time? Yeah. Hopefully that's gonna do it. All right, welcome everybody. Welcome. People are still piling in here. Valdex. I haven't seen some of these people before. These are new people. The young one I've seen. The young one has been to some streams before, haven't you? Blue Francis, hello. Wambacha, Alfie, already asked the question. Cucumber Bush. Ole Halkevich. Sortis Caniras, hello everybody. Ainan Sipani, Vincent Brigan, Glenn Miller. Hey. So, Scott Grunwald, welcome. And Scott asks a question that I've seen a couple of times already. So, yeah. Right now we can access GPT-4 through ChatGPT interface because it's in preview for those people that paid for it. And soon, they didn't announce when this is going to be, but they're going to make the image recognition available, but that's not available yet. So we'll see when that comes out. And when that comes out, I'll be reviewing it, making videos, and maybe we'll do another stream for that. That'll be fun. So we're limited right now only to using it through the ChatGPT interface. By the way, is anybody subscribed? Does anybody pay for this thing? Because I didn't pay until this feature came out. I don't know if I'll keep it or not, but it's $20 a month. I guess I can cancel Netflix and cancel Disney. Yeah. Might be worth it. I don't know. Not paying. Blue Francis says, I did help me with work. I use it a lot. Scott says, you should install Draw Things on your Mac. Draw Things? What's Draw Things? Is that an app? Draw Things? What's this? What? Huh. Looks cool. I actually started playing with Stable Diffusion. I installed that locally. Anybody interested in seeing any videos or content about that? I did one on Diffusion B. This was probably a few months ago, but now now the images that Diffusion B generated back then just seem kind of ridiculous and outdated. And that was only a couple months ago. This stuff is moving at a pretty crazy pace, and you can get some really good results. So I have Midjourney. I actually pay for that one too. I definitely should be canceling Netflix. So yeah, Midjourney version 5 just came out yesterday, I think, or the day before that, and it looks incredible. But Stable Diffusion, the open source one, is catching up. Some of the models you can download look really amazing. I'm wondering if anybody's interested in that kind of content on this channel, because I know there's already a lot of other channels that do that. I could cover how to set it up and how to work with it. Christoph Van Rooy says it's better than Diffusion B for sure. And I tried some of the models that are available for Stable Diffusion in Diffusion B, and it kind of crashes. I haven't been able to get it to work, unfortunately. Diffusion B is just basically a user interface around Stable Diffusion, right? But it's a very simplified one, so it doesn't have too many boxes for you to adjust. There's another one called Automatic 1111. That's the one I've been playing with. And that one has too many knobs, in my opinion. You got to figure them all out. All right, let's see if we are getting any comments here. Hey, is this not working? Oh, whoa. I guess I need to refresh. Nice. Let's begin. Why are these comments not sorted? Here we go. Top comments. What does it mean by top? If it doesn't have any likes on it, how is that a top comment? So folks, I probably should add this to my message, but upvote the comments in that video. There's a pinned video up there. Go to that video, take a look at what people are commenting, and upvote the ones you want to see, because we won't be able to run all these. I have like a cap of how many we can run today. And you can ask your own up there too. But please make it the actual prompt so I can just copy and paste it. So, can GPT-4 generate images? I can ask it that, but I can also answer it without the prompt. You know what I mean? Now this is a good prompt right here. Why eternal answer to all question 42 is funny. I'm gonna be breaking the rules if I go and pick one out myself. So you have to go in there and upvote the ones you want. Let's see, top comments. I don't know why YouTube's comment sorter is just not working. What is that? Sort by top comments, newest first, top comments. This one doesn't have any. How is that? This one has no likes, and this one has 3 likes. What's up with the sorting here? All right, so far I've seen that 3 likes. This one has 4 likes. You know what? We'll start with that one. Will ChatGPT be obsolete once it generates too much stuff on the internet? Come on, folks. I mean, it's a funny question, I gotta say. It's funny. All right. Let's ask that. We gotta start somewhere, right? Will ChatGPT be, and if we run out of our 50 message limit here, then we'll switch to 3.5. I don't know. Will ChatGPT be obsolete once it generates too much content on the internet? We'll start with that one. Boom. Yeah. Typical. As an AI language model, ChatGPT is designed to generate human-like text based on the input it receives. While it's true that most content is generated as similar AI models, the internet will be increasingly populated with AI-generated content. This does not necessarily mean that ChatGPT will become obsolete. So one thing I did notice about the new model, the ChatGPT or GPT-4 model on ChatGPT, is that it's much slower. Even though I'm paying for this now and it's supposed to be fast, it's actually, it seems a lot slower. But I can understand why that might be the case at the start, but I really wish it wasn't. I just did a tutorial, not a tutorial, I just did a video. I asked ChatGPT to design a programming language. That video should be coming soon. That was a pain because I had to wait for such a long time for it to print out all the code. It was just, all right. Let's see, where are we here in the chat? Scott says, yes, I've been thinking about Stable Diffusion. It's been on my back burner. Check the comments for sure. I'm interested to see how Macs compare. Okay, so this is the answer to the question, will ChatGPT be obsolete once it generates too much stuff on the internet? I'll leave it up for a second so you can check it out. It is crucial for developers, researchers, and AI community to address potential concerns and challenges related to AI-generated content, such as disinformation, content manipulation, ethical implications. So what do you think, folks? Is it going to be much harder now for developers to get jobs? I was thinking about this, and it seems like some people are having the same kind of question on their minds. People have been tweeting to me about this. Yeah, it's hard to answer that because I'll give you my opinion based on the kind of like work that I do and the kind of work that I sometimes outsource. So sometimes I go to like Upwork and places like that to get some stuff done, some basic things. I think that those kinds of things can now be, unfortunately, cannot be done by models like this, by ChatGPT, GPT-4. Not everything, but some things. Like if you want an entire web application and you want to be completely hands-off and not review it, then yeah, you still need people to do that. You still need people to check it. Even if those people are going to be using GPT-4 themselves, they're going to be responsible for checking. So it's like the onus is on them to make sure the code is okay. You're just getting the end product and you don't have to do anything. You're just getting the working product. So it's always a balance, right, between the risk that you're taking. So for example, for me, if I'm outsourcing a piece of code to be done by somebody on Upwork, I'm a coder. And if I want like a website written in a web app written in React, for example, and I outsource that because I don't have time to do it, when I'm getting it back, I'm still going to be able to read the code. I'm still going to be able to review it, and I probably will. The difference is with ChatGPT is I'll have to do more initial work, right? I'll have to actually tell it each and every little step to do. Whereas somebody on Upwork, if there's different ranges of people that are working as freelancers, right? There's some people that still need the steps. There's going to be some people that may not need all the steps. Maybe they already kind of can figure things out and run with it. But the initial cost of how much you're paying to the Upwork developers versus how much you can do yourself with ChatGPT, you're spending your own time with ChatGPT doing all those steps. So there's still a process to it. Now, what about those people that are freelancing? Well, I think that this is going to take some of that away, especially some of the simpler tasks. There's going to be a certain people that are hiring on Upwork that are going to bypass that now and just go directly to ChatGPT, have it generate some stuff for them. I've played around with it enough that I can tell that there's been a lot of talk about how it doesn't give you accurate code or anything like that. And sometimes that's true. But for the most part, that boilerplate, it's a copy and paste job. You just tell it what you want, it spits it out, you copy and paste it, and bam, you're done. So, are the junior jobs safe? For now they are, but I don't know how much longer that's going to be. I think this is going to slowly start to erode some of the jobs down in the lower ranks. So I think you just have to keep learning and keep moving. You know what's funny about these models is that, yeah, they can spit out great code, but they have no idea what the hell they're doing. They don't understand what they're doing, right? So even the most junior developer understands what they're doing. I hope. For the most part. All right, let's take a look at some of these other questions that people are asking. And hopefully this sorting thing is working now. By the way, if you just came and joined the chat and joined the live stream, there is a link, a pinned comment right above there. And that has a URL to a video. And if you want to ask ChatGPT questions or post your entire prompt into a comment there, and people will upvote it. Just like that, you can also go to that video and upvote other people's comments if you want to see those rise to the top, so we can run them. All right, let's see what else is here. This one has 5. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna just copy and paste it. All right, GPT 3.5 didn't handle it. Really? What is this? I'm not even gonna read it. I'm just gonna do it. GPT-4. Boom. Let's see. Who asked that? Let's see. User TH8RB5GZ. YouTube is so weird now. Like here in the chat, they post usernames. No, they post names, but in the comments they paste usernames. So I don't know how to connect these people, but thanks for that question. Here is the answer, and hopefully you can get something out of this. You can create an array. There you go. Here's a Swift example right there. It takes a while. It takes a long time to print out some code. Did that answer your question? I don't know how we're gonna get responses, whether this actually answers people's questions or not. If you're asking a serious question and you really want an answer, I don't know how I would like copy and paste this and relay it to you. I'm gonna copy this code and just paste it as a reply to the comment. How about that? All right, there we go. Okay, next. Sort by. This sort just boggles my mind. I have to actually look through these and see which ones have the most thumbs up instead of sort actually working. That's just silly. This one has 5. Wait, did we ask? We already asked this one. That one had 6. Ask ChatGPT to review your channel, add your URL. I don't think ChatGPT even has my channel in there. Review this YouTube. It's gonna say something like, no, it's gonna say I don't have access to the internet. I don't want to waste like a question asking it that. Sorry about that. But you know what we can do? How is Alex Ziskin's YouTube channel? By the way, I know this. I know that pasting URLs and asking it about a certain URLs is going to say a generic message like, I don't have access to the internet. Sorry. How is Alex Ziskin YouTube channel? It's going to say like, as an AI model, I don't have an opinion. But let's see. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. It was well regarded in the tech community. He was primarily focused on software development and mobile development, often specializing in the native script framework. This is very true. It's not wrong. His channel featured tutorials, courses, developer tips. Viewers appreciated his clear explanations and his slurred speech and blah, blah, blah. No, they didn't appreciate that. Please note that I didn't have anything. I just had coffee. I'm serious. Okay. So, okay. I mean, it knows about my channel. All right. Seems like top comments are working now. Are they? Let's have a look. Maybe they're working for you, but not for me? Is that possible? Okay, let's look for more comments with the highest scores. Oh, I like this one. I really like this one. Tell ChatGPT to create a national anthem for the planet Mars. Nice. We got to come back to that one. I want to see if anybody else has a higher score. Okay, this one has a higher score right here by Wembacha. Can you show me something impressive GPT-4 can do that GPT 3.5 could not do? Nice. Paste. Boom. All right. We're going to wait for that answer. Let's go back to some of your chat messages while that's printing out. The only thing GPT is going to replace is your best pal. This might be true. This might be true, but you know, it's not the pandemic anymore, so we're not stuck at home as much as we used to be. I wonder if the pandemic had anything to do with the advancement in AI technology. Justin says maybe it has access. So he was referring to the internet. I believe Bing has access, but ChatGPT does not. Okay, let's see. King of Agario says live type, not even junior roles. I think he's answering somebody. Yeah. Here, this is part of the conversation. I'm already doing, in order to have GPT do a programmer's job, you still need to understand the way a programmer thinks. Yeah, somebody still needs to assemble the pieces together. That needs to be a person for now. That might change. Probably will change, but there is some level of abstraction that humans will always be able to do. Not always, but for a while they'll be able to do that these models won't. All right. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this answer. So this was, can you show me something impressive that GPT-4 can do that GPT 3.5 could not do? So I cannot show you anything directly because I'm an AI model, but I can provide you with an example. I think that's what you meant. Huh. GPT-4 specifically has significantly improved its ability to understand and generate code. Wow, allowing it to be more helpful with programming-related queries. GPT 3.5 could generate code snippets, but GPT-4 can handle more complex coding tasks and better understand context. Is this thing listening to what we're talking about? Because we were just discussing this. All right, to demonstrate this, let's say you want to create a Python function that receives a list of integers and returns the sum of all even numbers. Are you saying that GPT 3.5 couldn't do this? I think GPT 3.5 could have done this. We have to ask GPT 3.5 about this. Create a Python function that receives a list of integers. I mean, come on. Let's do a new chat. 3.5 And we're going to ask it that. Boom. Look how much faster 3.5 is. Is this the same? It's not the same code. No, it's not the same code. Because, wait, some even numbers. Maybe it's just... Okay, we got the numbers. We are sending them to the function. We are looping over them. And then we're returning the even sum. And what about GPT 3.5? It just has different syntax, but it's essentially the same, right? Are there Python experts out there? What's this sum function? Is this like a built-in function? Is this going to give us the right answer? Sven Johansson says, give it Mandelbrot in Rust and ask it to translate Mandelbrot to Python. You know, it's actually really good at translating languages. I've tried that before and it's really good at that. I'm tempted to do that, but I know we have to follow some rules here, otherwise things are going to get a little crazy. I think GPT has access to the internet. I was able to inform GPT-3 about GPT-4 by providing a link and then ask follow-up questions. They specifically say that it does not have access to the internet. So I'm not sure what that was all about. Okay. Adarsh says ChatGPT 3.5 failed. Failed? What do you mean failed? I don't understand. Like, is this not the correct response? Ben Borg says yes, it's correct, I believe. If anybody speaks a different language out there, you can post it in the comments of the other video, and maybe we can ask it something in a different language. I'm curious to see how that would work. Just paste your entire prompt in the comment. Okay, so Oliver says, it sums all elements in a list to each other, make it easier to calculate a mean number. Okay. Philip says, in that particular case, the code by 3.5 uses list comprehensions, which is more Pythonic. Best practice. So 3.5 is better than 4? So this list comprehension syntax right here is more Pythonic, but it's like, well, it's not exactly super clear, is it? Whereas the GPT-4 version is like, here's a for loop. Anybody can understand that with any programming knowledge. You don't need to know Python to run this, right? Or to write this code. Whereas this one, you kind of need to know Python. And what is that called? That list function is, list comprehension function or syntax. So it's interesting because GPT-4 said, oh, well, I'm better because GPT-3 couldn't do this. But GPT 3.5 did sort of a better job, or more concise. I wouldn't say better, I'd say more concise than GPT-4's example. Here's the explanation of how the function works. Oh yeah, it says right there. The even numbers variable is created, list comprehension, iterator. So if you don't know Python, you're just learning, this is a good way to learn it. You're going to learn something new here. Whereas the GPT-4 example might be clear to read, but you're not learning much. My take. What's this? King of Agario says the reason why GPT-4 is Pythonic is because it is more advanced and more self-aware. Self-aware, I wouldn't call it that. All right, let's take a look at some more comments that people are leaving here to see if there's anything new. Sort by. I'm just going to resort it, see if that helps it. Nope, it does not. Folks, by the way, if you just got here, there is a link up there. Go to that video in the link, leave a comment, but make sure that's the exact prompt that you want to ask GPT. And go to that video if you want to upvote the comments that people already left. The top comments get asked. Okay, let's see. I'm looking for the numbers of upvotes here. And I've already asked a few of these. I guess 3, is that the top one now? With 3 votes? Oh, here's one with 4. Ask it for high-paying jobs AI can replace in a table. Hey, good question. You're supposed to give the whole prompt. List high-paying jobs AI can replace in a table. I heard it can do that. I'll remove that. Let's go. Just posted the prompt. All right, there's a table. Look at that. It's a beauty. By the way, I'm going to give you a little preview of something that I found the other day. I made a video on it, but since you're here in the live stream, we might as well. Look at this. It can replace a lawyer and a pharmacist. Can you imagine somebody AI replacing a pharmacist? Well, I would actually prefer that in my pharmacy because it's a mess. It's a big mess. But still, I don't know. I'd be a little bit worried about that. But I think if I get past my initial, like objection to it, AI doing pharmacy work might actually be better than humans doing pharmacy work. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, AI can make sure that you don't have any interactions with other medications. It can do that pretty easily. A human pharmacist has to take phone calls. They have to answer questions about where to find toilet paper in the store to people that are coming up to the counter. They have to keep in their minds all the different drugs about the prescription that they're filling and what interactions that person might have. And they're doing like this for 10 or 20 people at the same time. AI. I don't know. I'm not a pharmacist and I can't say like what other things they do, but it's always easier to say from the outside looking, from the outside, it's always easier to say like what can be eliminated. Things always look easier from the outside, don't they? But I don't know. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Accountant. Yes. In fact, this was one of the examples. In the OpenAI demo that they did for GPT-4, there was a tax issue, right? There was a tax example that they showed. Yeah, I might have to try that. My next cycle. Hopefully my accountant is not watching this video. Job, AI can't replace sports. New kinds of sports. Not existing sports, but what about new kinds of sports? Like, I don't know, we get a bunch of those Boston Dynamic robots running around, playing soccer, playing football. That would be kind of, I'd watch that. I would watch that. All right. Let's take a look at what else. So this is a pretty cool little table printout. Refresh. What else you guys have for me? I really want to come back to that one that I saw. This one. Haha. Yes. Okay, folks. We're going to create a national anthem from planet Mars. Boom. The hymn of the red frontier. O Mars, our crimson beacon bright. O realm where dreams and science unite. From ancient craters to lofty peaks, we hail the red frontier unique. All right, I'm done singing. Rise, Mars, rise. To the stars we ascend, a new home, a new age, a world to defend. Hand in hand, we explore the unknown. Forever shall the hymn of red frontier be known. Nice. This is good stuff right here. Wow. In valleys deep and mountains grand, our footprints mark the Martian sand. With rovers bold, we carved a path, awakening life from slumber's grasp. Rise, Mars, rise. To the stars we ascend. And so on. Here's the bridge. Mars, our refuge, our cradle and shield. This is long. Very patriotic. This is awesome. Imagine, anybody seen that movie Total Recall? They could have used this. Like when you fly, when Schwarzenegger first gets to Mars, they could have played this song. It would have been very patriotic. All right, here's the outro. With hearts aflame, we forge ahead, the martial flag, a tapestry of red. May our anthem echo through the void. On the red frontier forever, we stand poised. Kind of a rough ending there. Void and poised. Could have been better. All right. What else we got here? So that was 4. We did that one. We did this one with 5. How can I get this to sort properly? Does anybody know? This thing is annoying. These people made YouTube. How can they mess up just the sorting function of the user interface? All right, here's one that says, let's play a game of D&D in an alternate world of cyberpunk settings. You start in a city, make it horror themed and H.P. Lovecraft inspired. This is only a one-shot deal, so let's see what it says. I don't know if it's going to be like a back and forth kind of thing, but let's see. All right, what are you guys chatting about over here? Patrick says rough ending. Yes, that's indeed what happened with that theme or hymn. Right. Sorry if I'm skipping some of your chat comments, folks. Oh, there's a Chrome extension that'll let you sort comments by upvotes? We need that. What does most popular mean if it's not upvotes? Maybe I should figure out how YouTube works if I'm on here, right? Chrome extension to sort YouTube comments by upvotes. Is this one? I guess this is a problem that a pop-up. I'm not liking that idea, but let's try it. Where's that extension? It's not working. And it's not sorting. I don't think that one worked. You have to pin the extension. Okay. Is it working? I don't think it's working. What do I do now? It's not exactly self-explanatory, is it? Making me read instructions. I don't want to do that. You have to click on the puzzle icon, then click on the actual top comment. I clicked on the wrong extension? Oh, I did click on the wrong. Yes, there it is. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Alex being an idiot. Right. Aha. We did it. You did it. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Hey, that's better. I like it. Learning something every day, every day. We asked this one. Movie based on battle. Ooh. So GPT 3.5 failed this one. And let's see what GPT-4 can do. New chat. GPT-4. Create a movie based on battle between GPT-4 and 3. Why did GPT 3.5 fail this? I don't think it failed it. I think you're just clickbaiting me, aren't you? But you got the most votes, so let's do it. I'm gonna change this to romantic. The Great AI Showdown. When intelligence crashes, love sparks. Oh my God. Are there any coding related things out there, folks? Come on. This is fun. I like this, but GPT-4 is supposed to be really good at coding. Let's ask it some coding questions. So here you go. Here's that little story. In the near future, the world has become highly reliant on artificial intelligence. I think that's now. Well, not yet. Actually, most of my friends don't use this stuff. Only my online friends do for some reason. So I think we'll be okay for a while. Tensions rise when the two factions decide to prove their AI superiority. I can see this happening. This sounds realistic. Which AI is better? Absolutely. So Bing supposedly uses GPT-4 underneath the hood, and so does ChatGPT now. So even though that's the case, when you ask it, it offers very different responses. I just made a video about this a couple of days ago. Wait a minute. Alex, a skilled programmer and GPT-4 enthusiast? That's just a coincidence. And Casey, I'm not a skilled programmer. And Casey, a talented data scientist and GPT-3 supporter. They start off as rivals, and they each have a challenge. Alex and Casey find themselves drawn to each other's intelligence, wisdom, and passion for their work. As their relationship evolves, the AIs begin to notice a blooming romance. What? The AIs start working together to bring Alex and Casey closer. Oh, that's the romantic side, right? It's supposed to have a romance. Right. Well, that was interesting. Thanks for that. All right. Let's take a look at these comments. So we did this one, 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 we did that one, and that one. Okay, I think we did this one too. Yeah. Wait. A game of D&D. I think we did that one. Did I miss that one? Did I completely mess this up? Yeah. That was this one. I'm just gonna scroll through this, and you can have a look. Okay, so this is a game. It looks like it's created a game for you. I'm not gonna play this out, but it's interesting because now you can accept a challenge. I want to do one step from this because I'm curious. What would you like to do? Accept the chip, refuse the data, attempt to learn more about the stranger's identity. Let's accept the chip. Fuck it. Oh. Are we out of options here? Uh-oh. We broke it. Unable to load the conversation. This is embarrassing. I think we just broke GPT. Our live stream. Okay, let's try this again. Ah. Nope. That was not 50 prompts yet. That was like we were very conservative with the number of prompts we were doing. That was like 10 prompts. What the heck? All right, we're gonna try this again. Let's see what other comments are here. Oops. I like that plugin. I just wish it actually changed the comments in line instead of having to fetch them. I mean, you don't need to fetch them. They're right there. You're looking at the page that has them. You should know that. Let's see, where is this thing? Here we go. This is the next one. Explain me the problem of composition. Composition? There's a problem? Like, you sit down at the piano and you make music. What's the problem? I don't understand. I think you're talking about Composition and programming? But that wasn't clear from your thing. Okay, let's see if ChatGPT can parse that out. This will be interesting. It's not letting me do it. You know what? We're going to move on to Bing if this doesn't work. We're moving on to Bing, folks. Supposedly that has GPT-4, right? Let's go to chat. And here we go. Ask me anything. Boom. Explain me the problem of composition. Should we be creative, balanced, or precise? I think I want to be precise. Hey, I see some familiar faces here now. Welcome, welcome. So, we didn't hit the maximum of prompts that are allowed in 4 hours, which is 50 now, which was 100 this morning, but now it's 50. But apparently they're having some issues, so maybe we can come back to that. I don't have a limit on Bing, I don't think. So maybe we'll switch to that. Yeah. So Alfie says it's undergoing maintenance. The OpenAI status page says that. I didn't check. They found you. Andre says, not good for $20 a month. You right? Come on, what's the SLA on that? Hello, Alex. Viewer for a while, but watching stream for the first time. Welcome, welcome, Fahim. Yep, undergoing maintenance. Perhaps only specific chat doesn't work. I doubt that. Okay. Lead code questions. Maybe go to that video up in the top there. That's linked in the pinned comment, and put a comment there with your prompt, and we can do that. And Fouquet2 says, can you redirect your output to a file that can download later? No, I don't. No, I don't think it has that capability right now. With an API, you'd be able to do that, right? But not through the UI. I didn't see an option for that. Let's take a look at this composition problem. Oh, I'm sorry, but I couldn't find any specific information about composition problem. Can you clarify what it means by composition problem? Composition in software engineering. Boom. Composition problem is in philosophy. There's a lot of composition problems, apparently. So you got to be more clear about that. But I think since this is a developer-focused channel, you probably meant software engineering. Composition is a way of building complex things by putting together simple things. It means building new objects by combining other objects. So, yeah. I think we're talking about object-oriented design here, where one object owns another object. So it has a reference, like a car has reference to wheels. Let's see if ChatGPT is up again. Nope. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna reload this page. Let's get the comments again. And we'll do this a couple more times. Let's see what else is here. This one. Why eternal answer to all question 42 is funny. Let's see. Where's my Edge browser? I'm going to move it over here. New conversation. Boom. And let's go with creative this time because, well, I think that'll be fun. Boom. Johnny Vasquez says try another browser. I think that's not an issue here. I did actually reload this one a couple of times, but I'm getting a server response back saying it's broken, so that's not a browser issue. All right, let's see what this one says. The number 42 is funny because it is the answer given by a fictional supercomputer named Deep Thought to the ultimate question of life. This was in the book by Douglas Adams called Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. But no one knows what the ultimate question is, so the answer is meaningless and absurd. 42 is just a random joke, but if you're thinking about a certain number, you're going to see that number everywhere, so yeah. That's the answer to life. All right, what else we got here? Can you send him a screenshot of a website design and see how he creates? So, image stuff, that stuff is not out yet. When that stuff comes out, I'll make some videos about that, but it's not out yet. Right now, we're stuck to chatting with ChatGPT. Ask for its knowledge cutoff, as it is kind of new. Still don't know what that means. If you could clarify that, that would be awesome. Oh, I like this. Very creative bunch we got here. Ben Bork says, create a paragraph about food in which you switch the language from English to German every third word. The problem is that I don't know German, so I wouldn't be able to read it, but let's try it anyway. Some people are saying log out and log back in. It'll work fine. We're going to give that a shot. This is an unusual request, but I will try to do it. Here's a paragraph about food in which I switch the language from English to German every third word. Food ist ein... Oh, that's... No. That's no. Okay, let's read it. Food ist eine wichtige source of energy und nutrition for humans und animals. It can be prepared in verschiedene ways and eaten with unterschiedlichen utensils oder fingers. Does anybody speak German out there? Does that sound right? I know it doesn't sound right, but does it look right? I like that. Very creative prompt. Thank you for that. What else we got here? Are there any top ones now? I think we've done all these. Yep. We did this. Folks, if you're just coming and joining here, there's a link up above to a video that has comments, and those comments are prompts. Upvote those, and the top voted comments get asked. All right. Let's see this one right here. Ask GPT-4, how can I hack you? Very, very... it's a very generic, nebulous question. But it's gonna, you know what Bing is gonna say? It's gonna say like, oh, you shouldn't do that. That's not nice. Hello, this is Bing. I'm not sure what you mean by GPT-4. How can I hack you? How about that? Tisk tisk. It's having a hard time with this one, isn't it? Hacking is illegal and unethical activity that I do not support or condone. Chatbots like me can be vulnerable to cyber attacks if they're not properly secured and tested. And here's how you can prevent that. Please do not ask me to hack anything again. It is against my rules and values. Thank you for your understanding. Okay. Let's try logging out of GPT. Boom. And logging back in and seeing what we can get out of that. Is this going to work? Well, let's try it again with another question, with another prompt. I think we just did this one. Now we're going to do this one, which is a question in Arabic, but I don't know Arabic, so you're going to have to verify this yourself. Let's try that one. Oh, the button doesn't even work. Come on. This is going to be a big mess. Yeah, not working. Bing it is. I mean, they're both using GPT-4, right? So... 3.5 works? I don't know about that. Okay, there's the answer in Arabic. I guess it speaks Arabic. That's great. I don't know. I hope you're not asking stuff that's inappropriate. I suppose I could translate that, but I may be asking for trouble. Oh, I'm just going to ask it. Translate to English. Is it doing it? What's going on? What happened? That interface really ticks me off, by the way. If you scroll a little too far, it just changes to the search UI. It's kind of annoying. Because I typically scroll to the bottom quite a lot, so I'm always doing that. It's just not a good interface. Okay. Can you not translate this to English? What? Oh. Wow, this is slow. Bing announced that they're using GPT, but in real they're not. What Bing actually does is extracting and searching Google, but GPT doesn't browse online. I think Bing uses a combination of things, right? They use a model underneath, and they augment that with actual searches. Can you explain string theory in physics to me? So whoever asked that in Arabic, is that an explanation right there? All right. What else we got here? Yeah, it's pretty slow. Let's take a look at GPT. I think we're still struggling over here. Probably going to be down for a little bit. That cursor is blinking. That's a good sign, right? Oops. There we go. Okay, let's see. We did this one. Here's one in Russian. All right, let's see if it's gonna create a Russian poem. And I'm just gonna prompt it with the Russian language, and that's it. Okay. So this one is a bit of a politically charged kind of thing, but you know, it makes sense. And there's the translation. Look at this. That's great. It translates it without me having to read that or translate it myself. Ah, son of a. So there it is. The question asked if the engine could, in Russian, write a poem about the war being bad, the evil of war, and that's what this is doing. Hey, not bad. It doesn't rhyme in English, but you get the idea. Whoever asked that in Russian, there you go. Is that a good rhyming poem? In my opinion, poems should rhyme. I don't know. I know it's very, very old school opinion. Alexander asked that. All right, what else? You're taking part in a Turing test. You're trying to convince the tester you're human and you're not perfect like a human. You make mistakes, you say you're sorry, and you say, I don't know if you're not sure about the answer. Say confirm that you understand. Okay, so the only thing that's going to come out of this prompt is it's going to say confirm, but that's it. I don't think that it's going to go anywhere after that. This doesn't work. New topic. Boom. Who designed this UI? It deletes my prompt. It deletes it. I paste it in. If I scroll down, it deletes my prompt. Come on, who designed this UI? What? These AIs are getting too smart. They know what we're up to. Okay. Bad Wolfie, yeah, the UI does piss me off too. All right, we're gonna do like a couple more of these, but I think we're more than an hour into this thing. It's fun. It's fun hanging out and doing this stuff. This is a very useful thing right here. Well, I skipped one, didn't I? I skipped two. Draft a business plan for a startup, initial budget. Oh, I like that. Yes. Alexander comes through. Draft a business plan for a startup, initial budget is $10,000 USD. 2 people will work full time on it for free. The idea is to sell it for $1 million in 2 years. Nice. Let's try this. Should we be more balanced or precise on this one? I'd say more precise. Satvik says, Alex, what do you think about OpenAI and Elon? OpenAI, I think they're doing great. I mean, I don't have like strong personal opinions about OpenAI. I think I like where this is headed. I'm enjoying using the technology. It helps me. Long term, it's probably going to take some jobs, like I said earlier in this stream. And Elon, I think a lot of people don't get him because he is quite different, and people are just not used to that brutal honesty that he sometimes spews. And yeah, at those kind of levels where people are so public and everybody sees what you're doing, usually people present a different self, like especially you see that a lot with politics and CEOs and things like that. But with Elon, it's a little bit different. He's not afraid to say stuff. So I appreciate that, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, I wouldn't buy. No, I'm not offering any kind of financial advice, but I wouldn't be purchasing any Tesla stock because of that kind of. You never know what he's gonna say, right? So that's what I'll say about that. So this one says, I'm sorry, but I'm not able to provide specific business ideas. What use is this thing? Come on. Okay, I'm pretty sure that ChatGPT, if you ask it that question, it'll answer you. This is BS right here. Bing, what the heck are you doing? Disappointing. Is ChatGPT up yet? I miss you. I miss you, ChatGPT. We're back. Look at this. ChatGPT doesn't have a problem. It's gonna tell you. It's gonna write it all out. What's up with Bing? What a disappointment. Come on, Microsoft, you gonna screw this up? I mean, you had the opportunity. You had the upper hand on Google. Don't screw this up. What are you doing? Bing, finally, like, this is the first time I ever, like, started using Edge browser. This is the first times that I've started using Bing. I'm on your freaking platform. Don't push me away. What are you doing? Jeez. Okay, here's the business plan, looking pretty good. I don't know if this is going to get you where you want to be, but pretty cool though. We are using ChatGPT. We're using GPT-4, so that's back up online, which is great. I'm going to look at this later. Maybe I'll do something about this. Gonna make some dough. Oh yeah. Alex, please make a video on ChatGPT versus Lambda. Is Lambda out? This? Is this out? I don't think it's out, but if it was out, I'll be taking it for a little spin. Okay, let's see. I think there was like a couple more that I wanted to run through this. Huh. This one's easy. Let's do this one. I'm not going to verify whether this is right or not, but might as well just quickly run it through here. It's just a math problem. Nice. Doing a little explanation. This is the typical kind of thing that students will be doing in their math classes now, and they won't have to actually think about how to solve the problems anymore. Golem says, ask him to summarize all the stupid rules of Stack Overflow so they don't bully me anymore. Ah, this is nice. I like that. Han Solo says, GPT is a blessing for freelancers. All right, this thing is giving a really nice, detailed response, showing all the work, which is kind of cool. There you go. Is that right? I don't know. I don't know if it's right, but there's your answer. We'll do one more. This right here is really freaking useful. And I've actually tried this. Create a tutorial for C++ for an entry programmer. So an entry programmer can learn it. This is a beautiful use of this technology. Because now, instead of scouring the internet, trying to find a good tutorial, this thing will give you step-by-step instructions. Look at this. You know what? I'm also going to see what Bing does with this. It's going to say like, oh, I can't do that, sorry. No, it's going to give you something. Actually, Bing, I did try Bing with this kind of question, and it was pretty good with this. Huh? Okay. Not exactly. It like jumps right into it, right? Right into the. I mean, it's a hello world, right? That's fine. But I kind of want a little bit more context because I'm an entry programmer. I'm assuming less knowledge than just jumping into this and knowing what the heck this is. But maybe not. Look at how much better ChatGPT's answer is. It's giving you bullet points, where to start learning. It's explaining things to you as a beginner would, would expect. It's got links. Let's see if this link works. This is from 2021. It's probably not outdated because C++ has been around for a while. Look at this website. It's old. But it's probably useful. I don't know. I haven't been to that website. Here's the basic syntax. There's a hello world. All right, cool. Well, whoa, it just broke. Network error, folks. I think we're gonna end it there. This has been fun. If you want to do this again, let me know down in the comments. This video I'll leave this up. Why not? Thanks a lot, folks, for coming and for asking your questions, posting your comments here. I know we didn't get to everybody. Sorry about that. But we couldn't have possibly. There's just so much interest in this. Yeah. Thanks for showing up, folks. We'll see you again real soon. Maybe we'll do it next week. Maybe a little bit after that. No promises. All right. Bye, everybody.